Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Maxcellent build orders. Yes, I will or have rebranded the series here from Maxtastic to Maxcellent because it's a better pun in my book. As you see, this episode will feature Steel Legion and also maybe this Chimera with an autocannon. Here it is a tier 2 rush into Stormtroopers, one of the most effective build orders the Steel Legion has to offer, and I will do a variation of it, not the one that I have on my build order documents. I will use a different one. I call it a safer tier 2 rush or a safe tier 2 rush, however you want to call it. Yeah, we will make a play-by-play while we are I explain as usual everything as we go by. So the goal obviously is to go to tier 2 and do not die on the way to. That's always a dicey thing to do, but we will manage to, I think. Let's see what our opponent will be. So before we click here start mission, what will be the first thing we will click? We will have our builder selected and we'll click B for build and P for power plant or power generator. Then we build 2 more pioneers and choose the infantry doctrine, and then build a radar tower and a secondary gen, and we will also cap with only our pioneers, which will take a while, but we will also build a turret. This is the safer variant. You could also go without a turret, but this is very dangerous indeed. Okay, let's start. Build generator and build more pioneers, and we build a radar tower. This will be our second guy doing it, and you build another plant here.
To build is to conquer.
You will go and take this one.
Yes, sir.
Or you go over here actually, because this, as soon as this is built, you can build another turret. Or not another, you can build a turret.
Ready, Commander.
And this is very important.
Yes, sir.
We will get 1 research here. This is the infiltration research for synchronized infiltration research for our
commencing fabrication
guys here. Because you could skip this and also the turret to get a faster tier 2, but I tell you it is so much more convenient to have these infiltration research. Your builders will not be killed. You can, if you want, you can get a cheeky decap at the enemy base if you want, but you're gonna be busy capping your points very much, because this is what you want. You want your points, you want your economy going. It is a slow economy go, but at least it will get you somewhere. This Tarantula turret is for securing these 2 points. You can add another turret maybe here to secure this general area, but I will go with only 1 turret, so I do not delay my tier 2 by too much.
Another step closer to the victory. Commencing fabrication.
So you see, I have enough.
Should we begin fortification?
Okay, there's even an enemy closing into my relic. I can see it. They clicked it. I do not move them. I wait until I have enough resources to get the listening post here as well. Listening post it's called. Some factions have different names.
970s, boys. We've got some work to do. You can count on us.
Okay, and these are ready next. Let's see who is so cheeky going on my points here. Tier 2 is halfway done. This point is now kept. We can build a listening post soon-ish, and we have Sisters of Battle. And you see why I built a turret here. They cannot cap this point anytime soon. So and once we are tier 2, we want to get Deep Strike Stormtroopers. They are also infiltrated. They cost quite a lot of power, so this is why you want to have 2 generators as well, not just for having be generally annoying. You can try to get a point in the middle, I guess, or get a scout, which is would be more important. So the first thing is that we want to get 3 Deep Strike Stormtroopers. So this is why we also did not build any infantry, because the tier 2, the unit cap cannot be increased without having a I quickly pause, without having a ammunition bunker. The ammunition bunker gets you the resources for increased unit cap, and yeah, this is why. Now we see also a cannoneers coming in. The cannoneers cannot detect, so we will try to defend them with the pioneers. The listening post can fight by itself because we are still Legion, and yeah, we want to get all the Deep Strike Stormtroopers, then we'll get all the upgrades for them. And yeah, that's our start, and then we can transition out of it. And the transition is what makes or breaks games. Then there are 3 different outcomes. You can also win with just this build, which is very unlikely against better players, but you can get in a very good position.
We'll get that done, sir.
You get over here now. Need another generator. What do we have now? The Deep Strike. These are also give us vision. This is totally what I planned for. So we can Deep Strike them in. Deep Strike Stormtroopers. We can Deep Strike him. Funny. We wait until reinforcing, until we have all 3 squads. Actually, Sisters of Battle aren't the best to have to play against, because they have very good detection in their missionaries. Or the AI is generally not as good in using them. We have now 2 squads of Stormtroopers, and we'll soon get the next one, the last one. Then we can start to reinforce. We reinforce the models first, and then the veteran. The veteran takes forever. And we also want to keep an eye to get the upgrades. What are the best order? I usually like the grenades first, because they are cheap, and you have crack grenades on your guys that will help you fend off melee squads if you are detected. Then I go for the senior officers once I got the Stormtrooper veterans, which will be soon enough. And then I go for health and accuracy. These are very expensive, so we want to have them later. The improved recoil system is something we can real-time Legionnaires, Stormtrooper Flamers, and Heavy Flamers increase the damage to Legionnaire, Chimera, missile launchers. Yeah, we can postpone this until later for our transition, that is. We now have our line of sight back. And you see how fast we have. We are minute 4:30 and have 3 squads of infiltrated Stormtroopers. This is very, very dangerous for the opponent. So there are 2 various ways this can go. Either you can actually win with just having this, and then yeah, this is lucky you. Okay, they did not want to let us at this point. Okay, so we shoot them down again. So these Stormtroopers are good against, semi-good against buildings. They are very good against infantry. They're okay against buildings, but they're really bad against vehicles. So the enemy will go for vehicles sooner or later to counter this. We will only decap this and then move on. Need to get the next upgrade, which is the senior officers. And we need to move on. You can cap this forever. Oh, you can actually build this now, which I totally forgot. So this will be the next one we will make, and then we get the upgrade for the senior officers. So against the AI, I have basically 1 now, but against the player, they will plan their comeback. So the question is, what do you do to transition from it? Don't forget upgrades, decap. You see, it's very expensive on the upgrades and everything, so the transition isn't very easy. For the sake of postponing this game a bit, we will just stay here for now. And then you need, at some point, you need ammunition bunker to tech up, or a tank bunker. So this is one. The basic options is go you for ammunition bunker or tank bunker. The tank bunker enables you a fast, very fast tier 3, which you honestly do not need with Steel Legion, because yeah, what do you do in tier 3? Really, there's a few upgrades you can get, and that's basically it. So not big benefits from going tier 3. So this is probably not the best option. Okay, these guys getting absolute murdered. So you will go for an ammunition bunker, because Steel Legion isn't very good in the late game. As of the current
Sir, confirmed.
iteration, they will get a rework in the next version, but yeah, this is the current version. So what do? You can stick out of range with these guys, which is absolutely mayhem. You go for ammunition bunker, of course. And then the question is, what do you do with it? There's two options. Two real options, I could say. What will the enemy do to counter these Stormtroopers? As I said, they are only good against infantry and not good against vehicles. So the enemy will try to get vehicles that are good against infantry, right? So you need to have something that counters vehicles. And as the enemy tries to counter infantry, the best thing to counter the enemy going for vehicles against infantry would be going vehicles that are good against vehicles. A little convoluted my thought process here, but I hope you get the idea. So the best vehicle that is good against vehicles in tier 2 is probably the Chimera, the assault variant here, which has an autocannon and can also upgrade to have a hunter killer missile. So this is really good. To get there is really the problematic part. So I would choose to get a Chimera add-on first and build a standard Chimera, and also go for the after the upgrade for the infantry accuracy, go for the recoil system to allow me to go for Legionnaires with rocket launchers. So I would have at least have some anti-vehicle. So we just do this. Get the infantry up. You actually got this after we get the Chimera. Why do I not get any infantry yet? I had the opportunity to go for the increased squad cap first and go for some Legionnaires, because I want to summon the Legionnaires in the field. The standard variant of the infantry doctrine Chimera can summon a special squad of Chimeras, Legionnaires in the field, and we want to get the Lieutenant Colonel with it. These are our first. You can also get the assault cannon here. It has a multi-laser as default. You can actually move it over here so that these guys don't get killed. We have basically one, but I want to show what you can do. You can move in and get this, and then summon a squad and give them immediately rocket launchers. This is really good. Get the Lieutenant Colonel to get them the aura and everything, so you now have a Legionnaire squad that you can also chuck in the Chimera, which has rocket launchers on the field. You see what I mean. So this is why I go for the Assault Chimera, also gives you the smoke launchers. And now you can get for the Assault variant, I actually need a vehicle cap increase first. So you see that the transition isn't very easy to get, because you spend so much resources on the Chimeras, on the deep strike Stormtroopers. So you are number 3 now. We now have the aura here, and these guys will probably, you can chuck a grenade as well. Where are some builders? Get some more gens, I guess. Then we can get now the assault variants. You can also get for the less cannon support squad, which is you can get one immediately without getting a upgrade, but yeah, I would go for the Legionnaires or the assault Chimera. Assault Chimera would be the best option. I wait for the first assault Chimera and then I will end it probably. There you have it. It has, to quickly pause, has an autocannon on top, and then you can hunter killer missile. The question is actually, I do not notice if it replaces the autocannon or if it is an additional weapon. We will see. Wait for a second to see. The autocannon by itself is really good. And you want to end it in tier 2 because your tier 3 isn't really good. So you would need actually tier 4 to continue, which is very ambitious. So it is an extra weapon. So the hunter-killer missile is a no-brainer to get. So this is how you get some anti-vehicle afterwards. Legionnaires, you could also go now for more Legionnaires from the HQ and give them, if you want, some commissars. You see, there's a lot of things you can add in tier 2, and you should add in tier 2. If you have the resources, do not, as I do normally, do not float. Get something on the field for your resources. Now you can get those guys. You have all the infantry upgrades already, which is also why some Legionnaires are a good thing to have, because yeah, you have all the infantry upgrades in the world already. Why not continue that way? You can also now add tank bunker, as we have so much stuff already, so it doesn't really matter. We get two commissars to add to our troops, and yeah, more chimeras. Okay, we need another pop upgrade, and then we can get another chimera out. Yeah, this is basically it.
Orders, sir.
Orders, sir.
To position.
So you can have a fearsome infantry and vehicle composition now. These are actually increases the the tank bunker increases the vehicle capacity. So yeah, the transition isn't easy, but the opener is very strong by itself. So I think the assault chimeras is what is the best transition, but yeah, are very expensive to get too. You need 2 add-ons, and then the assault chimera by itself is very expensive. So there are basically 2 ways to transition from these, a lot of deep strike stormtroopers, just to reiterate it. Either you go for Legionnaires, a lot of Legionnaires with rocket launchers. You can opt to summon them from the Armored Fist Chimera or build them, or you get assault chimeras. Both is viable. To get like both, as I have here, is also okay in the sense that you want to end the game in tier 2, because in tier 3 you only get like a basilisk, I think. And that's it. A Thunderer you have here now. I do not know if the Thunderer is any good. I never used it really. If it's good, like, I think it says that it's good against infantry, and you have already something that is really good against infantry, which is the Stormtroopers. So going tier 3 will only add 2 more upgrades. One is good for Stormtroopers because it enables you to get melter rifles, which you can opt to go for, which are also a thing good against vehicles, and gives you melter bombs, but this is very short-ranged stuff to use. With the assault chimeras you have autocannons, which is medium range, and also hunter-killer missiles, which is long range, which is really good. Tier 3 in Basilisk is very good Basilisk, but just to go full tier to just have a Basilisk feels not very good. And yeah, if you are still in the game, you want to go to tier 4 more or less immediately to get your your Baneplate variants and the Leman Russ and whatnot. So, but as I said, you really want to do the big pressure in tier 2 and win in tier 2. Get ahead with the Stormtroopers and then win with either the Legionnaire or the Chimera support afterwards. I will put a link to one game I played quite a while ago against Refiler, where I used this thread and won. I do not recall any replay I cast where this was also used, but yeah, if you, for example, watch the 2-on-2 games I did with Jagus a while back, in one game I used this as well, and then I didn't thought about the backup, the follow-up, and floated quite a lot. So this is what got me thinking in this build order, what would be a good follow-up. Okay, without further ado, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.